Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Brangus klubo nariai. Šiandien mes su jumis turėsim nedidelį interviu. Turim nuostabų žmogiuką mūsų vienuolyne. Esu daręs jau keletą interviu su gyventojais. Ir norėčiau jūs supažindinti su Paulius. Lietuviškai būtų jisai yra iš Prancūzijos. Ir iš Prancūzijos atvažiavęs pas mus į vienuolyną gyventi ir panašu, kad labai laimingas yra. Tai, o kiek laimingas, mes jį paklausinėsim, jis kalba angliškai, aš prancūziškai nekalbu, bet pabandysiu jums truputį pavertėjauti. Tai va. Hare Krishna, Paul.
Hare Krishna.
This is our Lithuanian channel of, the channel is called The Lovers of the Vedic Wisdom. And we have maybe over 200 members. And every day I'm broadcasting to them we do some readings. In particular now we read from Nectar of Devotion. And there are people staying from different countries. Somebody from America listens, somebody from Europe, but mostly Lithuanians from Lithuania. So just please introduce yourself. Where are you from? What's your name? Family name? Where are you from? And just a short introduction.
Okay, Hare Krishna. My name is Paul Frémaux. I'm from France, Angers. Yes, mostly I did different schools there. I studied engineering.
Engineering.
Yes, woodworking.
Woodworking. A carpenter?
No, what is it called? Cabinet maker.
Cabinet maker, okay.
And then I went to Germany to study agriculture.
Agriculture.
And then I started traveling
throughout Europe.
Through Europe and Turkey, Georgia.
Yeah.
And in Georgia I met with Krishna consciousness.
Devotees you met.
Yes.
You visited the temple there?
Yes, in Tbilisi.
In Tbilisi. Tai va, Paulas Frémaux.
Yes, Frémaux.
Paulius Frémaux. Ir jisai yra iš Prancūzijos, mokėsi keliose mokyklose, inžinierijos, medžio apdirbimo, paskui išvažiavo į Vokietiją, irgi mokėsi. In Germany you were studying? Agriculture, žemės ūkį, tai va čia jam Lietuvoje gal bus įdomu ir šita tema. Va, ir paskui Turkiją lankė Gruziją ir Gruzijoje vat ir susipažino su Krishna, aplankęs Tbilisyje šventyklą. So please tell us, who are your parents? Are they spiritually inclined people, or where does it come from, your nature of spiritual inclination? Why you became attracted to Krishna consciousness? Who are your parents?
Good question. So yes, my parents are a little bit spiritually inclined. My father now, he changed his work and is now a yoga teacher.
Oh, interesting.
Sadhana teacher. Yes, and my mother, she's keeping children.
Okay, housewife?
Yes. And so she's also reading some kind of spiritual things.
Christian?
No Christian, like...
Oriental?
Like different philosophy.
Yeah?
You know, Eckhart Tolle, like the present moment, philosophy of present moment, or the Toltecs. Different origins.
So she's curious about finding out the absolute truth.
At least some spirituality, something to find.
So your father was initially who?
He was working for the city. He was taking care of old people, like he was organizing activities and
For them.
events for them.
For
yes.
them. Like entertainment or health
No, for say recreation.
Recreation.
Like to go to somewhere to visit some castle or
Excursions.
something. Yes.
Tai va, paklausiau, kas jo tėvai, tai jis ir pasakė, kad jo tėvukas dirbo kaip ir gidu, su senais žmonėm užsiminėdavo, ekskursijas pravedinėdavo, turbūt miesto savivaldybė ir kažkur tai dirbo. Mama irgi įdomi moteris, pasirodo, kad skaito daug prasmingų knygų, filosofinių knygų ir domisi, bet dabar augina vaikus ar su vaikais užsiminėja. Va. Bet pasirodo dabar jo tėvukas yra jogos mokytojas, dirba jogos, veda jogos pamokas ir dėl to pasirodo, kad Paulius neatsitiktinai čia jam rytietiška filosofija patiko ar užkliuvo. Tai va dar kartą aš jo paklausiu, kuo patraukė jį Krišna sąmonė Gruzijai. So, what does attracted you in Krishna consciousness in Georgia? Why you became attracted to Krishna consciousness? It has something to do with Georgia, or it's just you found what you were looking for already?
Yes, I was attracted first of all by prasadam.
Prashad, okay.
Yes, some friend of mine told me that this Krishna,
You
Hare
can
Krishna
go there?
people, yes, I can go to temple and they make nice prasadam and they're giving lecture.
Okay.
And I was a little bit curious about philosophy and
Okay.
about spirituality. So I went there and yes, I was amazed by the philosophy. Yeah, it's very complete.
Holistic.
Yes.
Who was giving, who was speaking? Some local devotee or some visitor preacher?
Some local devotee.
Local devotee.
Mm.
Was he
But-
speaking English or
No, I had translation by some devotee from the temple.
somebody translated?
Yes.
Okay. Na tai va, jam pasirodo, kai jisai iš Turkijos atvažiavęs į Gruziją, kažkas iš draugų jam patarė, kad gali vat į šventyklą nueiti Tbilisyje, tenai skaniai vaišina, maitina, paskaitos yra įdomios, tai jį truputį jau angažavo filosofija ir jis norėjo išgirsti, sužinoti ir dėl to jisai nuėjęs į šventyklą, pasiklausęs paskaitų, jam labai patiko. Va, ir jam ten vertėjavo ir jisai taip ir įniko. So, could you try to remember what particular aspects of philosophy did you appreciated? What is it? Karma, reincarnation, or some aesthetics, culture, if you would just think about.
It's not like particular point,
Okay.
but the whole.
Okay.
Like I was reading Bhagavad Gita and I was amazed because I was reading before
Okay.
knowing Krishna consciousness, some kind of philosophy here and there, some kind of book on spirituality, and Bhagavad Gita just take everything and put it into plan, and everything is in Bhagavad Gita, and so you can have a whole picture with it. So by this I was really amazed. He make structures on all my knowledge and take very, very nice.
So all experiences you had in your life, just you found in one place at last.
Yes.
Taip, tai jam patiko ne tai, kad kažkuris aspektas vedinės filosofijos, bet jam patiko tai, kad, tankiai galima išgirsti iš susidomėjusių žmonių vedinę filosofiją, kad Bhagavad Gita konkrečiai rado visumą. Visumą visų patirčių, visų žinių, visų filosofijų, ką jis buvo skaitęs, girdėjęs, galvojęs, rado labai struktūrizuotą, labai gražiai išdėstytą visą holistinę arba visuminę gyvenimo filosofiją arba išmintį. Tai va, dėl to tai jam labai patiko. Aš atsimenu, kad praktiškai aš tą patį galėčiau patvirtinti, nes ir man labai panašus įspūdis buvo susidaręs, kai aš pirmą kartą jau perskaičiau Bhagavad Gita. So how long did you spend in Georgia? And did you stay in the temple, or you just visited, or you stayed in the temple for a while?
Yes, I stayed in the temple for a while, maybe 9 months.
9 months in the temple?
Yes.
Oh, so you made friends with devotees.
Yes.
Are you still in contact with them?
Yes, of course.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Very nice devotees, nice relation.
Yeah, the Georgian people are very warm, very personal.
Yes.
Yeah, very hospitable. So what was your service in the temple? How you were helping them or contributing to the temple's life?
So I was cleaning the temple, altar room.
Okay.
I was also cooking.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
And always going on Harinam.
They do regular?
Yes, 2 times a week.
2 times a week?
Yes.
And how is it appreciated by locals in the city, singing?
It depends on people.
Yeah?
But most of the time we have positive reaction. Sometimes people are angry.
Okay, sometimes.
Some people really like and dance. It's like...
Because Georgians are quite emotional.
Yes.
Quite emotional.
Like Kshatriya qualities. Very...
Kshatriya. Yeah. Lithuanians are much more reserved. Tai va, jam patiko, aš jo paklausiau, kiek laiko jis išbuvo šventykloje, sakė, apie 9 mėnesius gyveno Tbilisyje, šventykloje ašrame, ir jisai tenai padėdavo tvarkytis, valyti šventyklą, kuoptis, apsikuopti. Va, taip pat gamindavo ir maistą, ir sakė, kad porą kartų savaitę jie išeidavo dainuoti į gatves, Harinamą, Sankirtaną. Va, ir kad vietiniam žmonėm patinka, bet kai kurie būdavo likę ir tokie karštesni, piktesni, o kitiems labai patinka. Tai va, aš atsimenu irgi iš savo patirties, kiek čia gal porą metų patirties atgal lankiausi irgi Tbilisyje, ir mes mieste kaip tik vykdavo kažkokios manifestacijos, mitingai, tai mes šalia dainuodami įvairių žmonių reakcijų prisižiūrėdavom, bet ir paskaitoj, kurią vedžiau, irgi vieną viešą paskaitą viešbučio kažkokio konferencijų salėje. Susirinko pilna salė. Tai irgi buvo labai įdomi patirtis, nes susirinko daug ir inteligentiškų žmonių, visokių, bet labai pasijuto jų karštas būdas. Ir praktiškai, paskaitos aš skaičiau gal ten 15 minučių, pusvalandį, o paskui jau man reikėjo vieną pusę klausytojų taikyti su kita. Ir ne tiek, kad kažkas pasisakė ten prieš mane ir prieš filosofiją, bet jie tarpusavį pradėjo kažtai ginčytis. Tai man buvo labai įdomu tokią auditoriją turėti, tokią auditoriją kalbėti. Va, bet paskui buvo labai įdomu juos tarpusavyje taikyti ir taip toliau. Tai vat, kaip ir sakoma Lietuvoje, kaip ten 2 lietuviai 3 partijos. Tai va, Gruzijoje tik tai viskas dar labai ryškiau ir labiau. Okay, so Georgia 9 months. What then? How Lithuania came into your mind?
I want
lituanique.
Lituan. I wanted to have new experience,
Okay.
maybe new association,
Yeah.
and like my mentor, Daivata Prabhu.
Devata.
Yes.
From?
From Russia.
Where have you met him?
I met him in Tbilisi.
Tbilisi, okay.
Yes. He's from Siberia.
Siberia, okay.
And he told me about this
Ashram,
ashram, this
monastery,
holy name monastery.
okay.
Yes.
I don't think he was here. Was he here?
No, but he met devotees in
Okay.
Vrindavan.
Okay.
And yes, he told me that here is kind of nice ashram, nice atmosphere and serious.
You can devote yourself more.
Yes, it's very
Okay.
good for brahmachari
Okay.
ashram.
And by the way, how old you are?
27.
27. Okay. And then you decided that let's go here and let's try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With whom you got in contact here?
First with Pranata
Pranata Karuna.
Karuna.
You found us on Facebook most probably.
No, yeah, your website.
Website. Okay. Harina Mandir. Traveling Harina Mandir. Tai va, paklausiau toliau, kaip čia atsitiko, kad jis Lietuvoje atsidūrė, tai po 9 mėnesių Tbilisyje, Gruzijoje, jis pasitarė su savo kuratorium Devata Prabhu, kuris yra iš Sibiro, kuris ten lankėsi Tbilisyje, ką daryti, kaip toliau. Ir jam tas sibirietis patarė, kad Lietuvoje yra vienuolynas, yra brahmacharių ašramas ir galėtum čia atvažiuoti ir pagyventi, nes dar giliau arba giliau pasišvęsti, kad čia gera atmosfera, kad čia vyrų vienuolynas, taip toliau. Va, ir jisai su mūsų buvusiu komendantu susikontaktavo Pranata Karuna ir nutarė atvažiuoti. So, what's then? You contacted Pranata Karuna and you decided to come. So, what's your experience now? Was it worth coming here, or was it better to stay back in Tbilisi?
Good question. For now, it's good here. I think I need to stay more to understand more deeply how
Practical
the place
aspects.
And yes, because I'm here for only 1 month and a half.
Yeah.
It's a very short time, but it's at first sight it's very nice. Very nice. There is more devotees and more go more deep in Krishna, more advanced.
It's more intense
Yes.
practice.
Mm.
Tai va, jam, dar jums nepasakiau, jam 27 metai. Va, ir atvažiavęs čia, jis sako, pasiteisino, viskas gerai, nes aš jo paklausiau, gal nevertėjo tada važiuoti į Lietuvą, dabar tu čia pasižiūrėjai, pabuvai, gal geriau būtų buvę likti Tbilisyje. Bet sako, kad ne, čia labai įdomu, kad dar jis čia tik tai pas mus pusantro mėnesio ir jam patinka, kad čia intensyvesnė praktika ir daugiau atsidavusiųjų, bendravimo daugiau ir daugiau galimybių tarnystėje ir daugiau galimybių pasimokymų. Tai jis sako, kad Paulius sako, kad norėčiau dar pabūti ilgiau, daugiau pasimokyti labiau. Okay, so what about your native city? Did you have some friends with yoga inclination, or what's the situation, say, yoga in your city? You said you are from Bretagne?
Yes, close to
Close to Bretagne, small town, yeah?
Yes.
So what's in general in France, or in particular your area, what's the situation about yoga, about Oriental philosophy, how people appreciate India? Do they know anything about Vedas, about Bhagavad Gita, or not much?
Yeah, no much.
Not much.
No. I think there is few professors of yoga, but not so much. Even it's only gymnastic.
Yeah, bodily yoga.
Yes. No.
So there are some clubs, something like where you can go and exercise yourself, yoga.
Yes.
So your father is in that field.
He's trying more to bring philosophy.
Yeah?
Yes.
So he reads Bhagavad Gita himself or not?
Yes.
Yeah?
He has a teacher. I don't remember his name.
From India?
From India, yes. And
Local, they in France, or
no, he's in India.
In India.
And sometimes my father goes to India to take like
Classes.
Yes, for 2 weeks or something, and then he came back.
But you never visited India yourself?
No, not yet.
What about you? Are you thinking of?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
So your father was telling you something about India, what impresses him, or some stories? Because if somebody goes to some exotic country like India, he must be coming back with lots of experiences or excitements.
Yes.
He was telling you something, some
Yes.
stories.
He told me it's very different
World.
different world, yes. And there is a lot of people everywhere, and he told me about one street, one crossroad
Okay.
with maybe 6 roads or 8 roads. And
It's a crossing.
Yes, it was called something like Death Crossing, because everyone was crossing and somehow no accident. Because they have Indian mentality, so they understand how to do it. But these European people with my father, they don't understand nothing.
Freak out.
Yes, and they couldn't cross it. This was too dangerous.
Na va, pasirodo, kad aš paklausiau, jis iš Britanijos, yra šiaurės Prancūzijoje miestelis, tai iš tenai netoliese jis kažkur gyveno su tėvais. Ir paklausiau, kokia ten jogos situacija ar vedinė situacija. Sako, kad praktiškai nelabai kas domisi ir nelabai kas žino. Bet jo tėvukas veda jogą ir sako, kad ne tiek fizinė, nes taip klubų jogos kažkokių, kur joga galėtų pasipraktikuoti, nėra. Bet jinai tokia fizinė joga, hatha joga. O jo tėvukas pasirodo domisi filosofija ir turi savo mokytoją ir lankosi Indijoje. Tai aš ir jo paklausiau, tai jeigu tėvukas lankosi Indijoje, tai vis tiek jisai grįžta su kažkokiais įspūdžiais, kažką pasakoja. Tai taip sako, kad tėvukas visada grįždavo sakydamas, kad tai iš Indijos kelionės, kad tai kitas pasaulis, kad tai viskas ten visai kitaip, kad kaip pavyzdys, pavyzdžiui, sankryža gatvėje, į kurią susieina kokios 6 gatvės. Taip, ir tai bendra sankryža. Ir svarbiausia, kad, jinai net ir, sako, vadinasi, ar atrodo kaip mirties sankryža, nes vakariečių ar europiečių racionalių mąstymų nesuvokiama, kaip vyksta veiksmas, nes visi vienu metu važiuoja. Ir vakariečių visai nesuprantama, kaip ten jokių avarijų nėra. Visi srautas bendras važiuoja į tą sankryžą ir visi kažkaip išsivažinėja, o avarijų nėra. Tai jie, kaip vakariečiai sako, negalėjo per tą sankryžą pereiti ar kažkaip tai, nes atrodė jiems tiesiog mirtinai pavojinga, nes nesupranti, iš kur laukti, kokios transporto priemonės ir kokio vietoj, kur pereiti. Ir jo paklausiau dar, ar jis pats planuoja Indiją. Taip, būtinai jis irgi norės aplankyti Indiją. So, did you have any friends in Britain, in your place, or schoolmates with whom you could share your spiritual experiences, or there are none?
No, not so much.
Yeah? So hopeless.
Yes. Yes, I was telling something, but it was not deep.
Yeah. Superficial something.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your plan for the future? What you think of doing in your life? Getting married, having family, or just going to India and surrender and stay there in the ashram, or become a preacher, or you are interested in deity worship, or what have you developed already some concept, or still you are working on that?
I want to go to India
Okay.
to have education.
Like Vrindavan, something?
Yes, Vrindavan, Mayapur,
Mayapur.
I don't know. I need to find nice courses
Yeah.
to understand nicely Srimad Bhagavatam, Nectar of Devotion, like, yes. I have nice education, and
Okay.
after I will decide what I will do.
So you are not in a rush.
No.
Yeah, it's very wise. Get education and then make your decisions. But what you are dreaming about in your life, what's your life's dream?
I don't
Like,
know.
maybe you are not making decision yet, but what you would dream about, what you would like to achieve or not achieve.
Maybe traveling and doing Harinam.
Yeah?
Yes.
Looks attractive for you.
Yes. Like Rambhata Prabhu or Harinam Ruchi. It's very nice. And it's the mission that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave us for this age of Kali. So.
This inspires you.
Yes.
Tai va, aš jo paklausiau, ką jis gyvenime norėtų pasiekti, ko siekti, tai jisai sako, kad norėtų turbūt nuvažiuoti į Indiją su laiku, gauti išsilavinimą dar aukštesnį vedinį, va, ir tada nuspręsti, ką gyvenime daryti toliau. Va, o gal, jo paklausiau tada, kad apie ką jis svajoja, ar ką jis svajotų, kaip norėtų, kad jo gyvenimas atrodytų. Tai jis ir sako, kad paminėjo keletą vardų atsidavusių, kurie, tiesiog savo gyvenimą atidavė misijai, va, kaip tik mes ir atsisėdom Viešpaties Čaitanijos Nityanandos fone, kur Viešpats Čaitanija ir išpranašavo šiam amžiui, kad Harinamas Sankirtana, šventų Viešpaties vardų, kongregacinis dainavimas yra auka arba jagija, kuri yra pareiga, yra aukščiausia arba dvasinė aukščiausia pareiga, kad šiame amžiuje Harinama, Nameiva, Kevala, Galau-Nasteva. You know this mantra?
No.
Harinama, Harinamaiva Kevala, Galau-Nasteva, Nasteva, Gatiranyata. This is what you mentioned, Lord Chaitanya predicted. That Harinama, Harinamaiva. Chanting of the holy name is the Yuga Dharma, is the duty for this time, and there is no other way. Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva. 3 times there is no other way. That he said that it means like for the karmis, not through karma yoga, not through jnana yoga, not through mystic yoga. Just by chanting the holy name you can achieve perfection. So this is what you mentioned, but this is what Lord Chaitanya specifically clarified that for this age is Harinam. Yeah? You can learn this mantra is Harinam, Harinamaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, Gatiranyata. There is no other way, except of Harinam Sankirtan. Tai va, aš jam ir papasakau, kad jis paminėjo, kad Viešpats Čaitanija, va čia, už mūsų, ir nubrėžė tą pareigą kiekvienai gyvai būtybei Kalijugoje šiame amžiuje, kad kongregacinis arba bendras šventų Viešpaties vardų kartojimas arba konkrečiai Hare Krishna Mahamantra yra Yuga Dharma arba šio amžiaus dvasinė pareiga. Tai vat dėl to ir jaunus žmonės mes matome ir iš Prancūzijos, ir iš vairių pasaulio šalių angažuoja tai, kai jie išgirsta, pamato, nes ar iš praeito gyvenimo, ar šiame gyvenime jų jau širdis pakankamai, kaip tyra švari, kad atsiliepia į tokius aukštus dvasinius patarimus arba principus, kad džapa, šventų vardų kartojimas, tai yra lengviausia auka, lengviausia jagė, nes šiame amžiuje žmonės yra gana nekompetentingi, dvasiškai tingus ir ne per daug išmintingi arba visai neišmintingi. Dėl to viešpats nubrėžė lengviausią kelią, kuriuo žmonės galėtų pasiekti tobulumą. Ir šventų vardų kartojimas kongregacinis yra ta priemonė, kuri dovanoja tobulumą. So, what you think, what is the perfection of life? Could be, should be, like, say, chanting of the holy name. What's the purpose? To achieve perfection. So what is this perfection?
Good perfection.
How do you think?
Like the most perfection is to become purified.
Purified.
That purified enough that we can serve Krishna.
And which way serve Krishna? What you would consider to be a service for Krishna. Because serve Krishna is like a general thing, yeah? But what you would consider particularly, what could be considered the service of Krishna?
I know it can be a lot of different things,
Like
according to Krishna's
desire.
what Krishna's want, yes.
Oh, like
And
what?
maybe I told this Harinam.
Harinam,
Kirtan,
yes,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a service. Otherwise, what could be else?
Like chanting in itself.
Chanting,
Mm.
cooking,
Nice. Cooking also, yes.
deity worship,
Deity worship, building temple.
building
singing.
temple, yeah. Sangha, association with devotees. Yeah.
Yes. And distributing knowledge, sharing,
Yeah.
giving lecture, Krishna Katha.
Do you see yourself as a preacher in the future after you receive education?
Maybe.
Does it look for you attractive?
Maybe yes.
Yeah? Because you just mentioned sharing the knowledge, so it's like in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says in the 18th chapter that the one who discloses this knowledge to other devotees is most dear to me. So he himself inspires others to, to share the knowledge. Yeah?
Yes.
Tai aš jo ir paklausiau tada, kokią tarnystę jis įsivaizduotų Krišnai, nes jis pasakė, aš paklausiau, kas yra tobulumas, kaip jis įsivaizduoja tobulumą. Jeigu dainuot šventus vardus, kas yra tobulumas, tai jis ir sako tarnauti Krišnai. Aš ir jo klausiu tada, kokia konkreti tarnystė tau atrodytų. Tai vat jis ir paminėjo, kad net ir dainuoti šventus Krišnos vardus jau yra tarnystė. Paskui dievybių šlovinimas altoriuje irgi yra tarnystė. Gaminti maistą arba viskas, kas patinka Krišnai. Ir jis dar paminėjo vieną svarbų dalyką, kas labai įdomu, nes gali būti, kad po kelių metų jis vėl čia pas mus sugrįš arba apsilankys ir aš vėl jį pakalbinsiu ir tada bus labai jums patiems įdomu pasižiūrėti jo vidinius pokyčius, kad jam patiktų dalinti žiniomis, kad gauti išsilavinimą Indijoje, dar gilesnį ir pasakoti žmonėms kitiems apie šitą išmintį, dalinti šitą išmintį ir dalintis žiniomis. So, when you tell your parents where you are now and what are you doing here, what is their reaction? What do they think about it? Is it proper? Is it not? Is it good? Is it not? Are they inspired or they are just confused or they are happy? What's their reaction about your Georgia experience, about Lithuania experience? How they evaluate your decisions?
In the beginning they were afraid.
They were.
Yes.
unknown countries.
Yes, unknown countries, they didn't knew about Krishna consciousness. What is this? Like some kind of cult, or they were a little bit afraid. But with the time they understood, because I was talking to them the philosophy and everything, what I did, and so now they're happy. That
And mother and father.
yes, and especially my father, he's happy. Yes.
How old he is now?
Close to 60.
Close to 60. Okay. So he's my age. Na va, tai aš jo ir paklausiau, kokia tėvų reakcija į jo pasirinkimą, į jo keliones. Tai sako, pradžioje jie buvo truputį sunerimę, išsigandę, nes tokios prancūzam nepažįstamos šalis, ten Turkija ar Gruzija ar Lietuva, ir jie nieko nežinojo apie Krišnos sąmonę, dėl to natūralu, kad jie bijo, ar čia koks kultas ar kas, bet jisai jiems skambindavo, šnekėdavo, pasakodavo, aiškindavo. Ir panašu, kad jie patenkinti dabar savo sūnaus pasirinkimu. Ir tėvukas ypač, nes pasirodo, kaip jau minėjom, tėvukas filosofiškai pasikaustęs ar linkęs studijuoti, tai jam patiko ir jie dabar laimingi.
Hare Krishna.
So, maybe you would like to mention something more?
I don't know.
Like what you would think spending time here with us, winter time or next year time, or just stay until this pandemia finishes, because even if you would like to go to India now, it's kind of next to impossible. So, do you feel here comfortable and you could spend with us 1 year or something?
Yes, I think I could stay for 1 year. I don't know what will happen.
Well, at least,
What Krishna's plan?
What man proposes, God disposes of. Something there is a saying that we plan, but everything is up to God.
Yes.
Yeah. So paklausiau jo, kiek jis dar pabūtų su mumis, nes jis kaip ir norėtų Indiją aplankyti, bet sakau, kad dabar Indiją aplankyti beveik nerealu ir dėl virusinės situacijos pavojinga turbūt būtų, tai sako, metus, tai turbūt tikrai galėčiau ir norėčiau čia pabūti. Ir dar tada jį paklausiu apie jo senelius. Kas ten pas jį genealogijoje yra? What about your grandparents? Do you have them still, or do you remember them, who they are?
I have one grandfather left.
You still have?
Yeah.
They in the same place or somewhere else in France?
Somewhere else, but close.
Close, okay. In the area.
Yes.
Grandfather, how old he is now?
Now he is, I don't remember exactly, but
80,
maybe
90?
80, 85.
85, okay. And just from ancestors, you have just one grandfather, no grandmothers anymore?
No.
No, okay. So what he was like a person? Did he had some connection with yoga, philosophy?
No,
No.
far from it. I would say.
So what he is?
He was, I don't know what it's called, but he did a lot of things in his life.
Okay.
He was carpenter.
Carpenter.
Building different this kind of manual things.
Okay.
But he was not so much into spirituality.
Okay. Practical person.
Yes.
Just practical. Was he in the war? Second World War or something? Fighting?
I don't know, he was not fighting.
Okay.
But he was in the army.
He was in the army at
Yes.
some point.
Yes, he told me a lot of stories.
From there?
Yes.
but not in the Second World War.
No, not on the
Hitler.
battlefield. At least he did not tell me stories
Okay.
about.
Tai va, jis turi dar vieną senelį gyvą. What's his name?
Jean.
Jean. Okay, Žanas. Jis turi dar vieną senelį ir jis ten netoli kažkur irgi gyvena, gal 85 metų. Kaip ir Stalis, kaip ir praktiškas žmogus, tarnavęs armijai, bet tik ir kare nedalyvavęs. Pasakos daug istorijų, bet panašu, kad su dvasingumu per daug nieko bendro neturėjęs. Va. Tai nežinau. Ar dar kažką jo paklaus, gal jūs ką nors parašykite mums, ką galėčiau Paulių mūsų paklausti. So, I'm just curious. When you told that your name is Paul, it doesn't sound like it is a French name. Why parents gave you a seemingly British name? Seemingly. I don't know. Maybe it's French name, but sounds like more like British name.
Yes, no, it's French name.
It is also. Yeah?
Yes.
Saint
It's
Paul.
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 Yes.
Okay.
And it's when I was born, it's the most given name in France.
At that time.
Yes, at my time.
What is what? 1990 what?
93.
1993. Okay. Which month you are born?
April.
April something.
30.
30.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
April 30. Okay. Tai va, man pasirodė, kad vardas Paulius Paul kaip ir britiškas, bet natūralu, kad prancūziškai Paul. Jean-Paul Belmondo was his name
Yes,
also?
French actor. Yes.
French actor. Pierre Gérard. Louis de Funès.
Louis de Funès, yes.
Well-known persons.
Yes.
Then there was some singer from a famous singer.
Oh, Jacques Brel,
Okay, there was somebody else.
Georges Brassens.
Jodassin.
Jodassin. Yes.
Jodassin. And what I know that I was at some point a little bit interested in theater and pantomime. You know pantomime? Mime? How do you call it? Pantomime? Those white faces and acting without speech on the stage.
Okay, I don't know the name. But I think
It's pantomime.
pantomime.
What's the name? I forgot some famous meme. Piero, like Piero. You know Piero? So it's also white face
Yes.
and some very specific dress. So
Yes. Black dress and white
black
clothes.
dress, yeah. And big buttons. Yeah. Comédie française. Were you a little bit interested in drama?
No,
Not
not
much.
much.
But in Britain you have some theaters or some.
Yes, I
Ballets?
think. Yes, I went with the school. I went to some theater.
Okay.
There is one or two in my city.
Okay. Okay, then. There are no questions from our viewers. What's your favorite dish? 2 dishes. What's your favorite dish from your mother, which you liked most? I believe she was cooking at home, no?
Yes.
So what's your favorite dish from your mother? And what's your favorite dish in ashram or in Krishna consciousness? Okay? You figured out?
I don't know. It's difficult.
No, it shouldn't.
There is so many good dishes.
Yeah, but some, French people, they're really, really, really expert in some nice dishes. French cuisine,
Yes.
not only Italian, French cuisine. So what your mother liked to cook for you?
She cooked many different things, but the one I liked more is like la tarte au poireau.
Okay.
It's, I don't know how to call in English.
Is it a
Tarte.
cake or is it a
It's kind of cake.
porridge or is it soup?
It's kind of cake, with past
Okay.
and filling with how to say poireau.
Vegetables?
It's not you see onions
Onions?
and
But it's a different.
yes, it's long
Okay.
and white and
Okay.
green in the upper part.
Okay.
Laur or something like that.
Okay. So from that.
Yeah, from that with cheese and
So it's
Yes.
kind of a French version of pizza? Or it's a vegetable cake?
yes, more vegetable cake.
Vegetable cake.
Yes.
So she's expert, yeah?
Yes, she took it from my grandmother.
Okay.
The recipe.
Okay.
Mm.
So as I once already asked you, so maybe someday you will risk to cook something French here
Yeah.
to offer to Krishna.
Yes, I can try. But in France there are many dishes that
Non-vegetarian.
yes,
Yeah.
most of the time with meat or with
Yeah.
eggs or cheese, but not
Cheese is okay as long
not
as
fresh
it's
cheese.
clean.
But it's cheese. We have a lot of different cheese,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they
yeah.
use pressure. Something from the
Yeah.
gut of the lamb. So.
Tai va, paklausiau, kokie mėgiamiausi patiekalai. Tai sakė, kad mama gamina irgi daug labai įvairiausių moka patiekalų, bet jo vienas mėgiamiausias tai toksai būtų kaip daržovių pyragas. Atitikmens jis net angliškai nežino, keletą prancūziškų terminų pasakė, bet be abejo jokios asociacijos mums, bet kažkoks augalas panašus kaip svogūnas su galvute ir žaliais kažkokiais tai laiškai. Va, bet ne svogūnas. Ir su kažkoks tai matyt miltų pagrindas. Tai va kažkoks labai jau specifinis matyt pyragas, tai aš jo paprašiau, kad kurią dieną jis gal paskui jau įsidrąsins ir mums pabandys pagaminti, nes aš jau anksčiau jį buvau kalbinęs, kad kažką gal ką tu mėgsti, gal virtuvėj Krišnai kada nors pagaminsi. Okay, and then in Krishna consciousness and in devotee's life, what's your favorite dish? What you like most of the most? Everything is tasty, but especially I believe in Georgia, the devotees usually they are very good cooks, because I know that the people in Caucasus are very expert. They have lots of spices and they have good climate for growing vegetables and everything. They're very good cooks. So I believe in Tbilisi devotees were cooking nicely, no?
Yes.
Yeah?
Of course. And in Georgia, the favorite dish they make from traditional dish is hachapuri.
Hachapuri.
Yes, it's very nice.
You appreciated that, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And here?
Here? Here it's difficult because every dish is very tasty.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah?
But 2 days ago, or yesterday, I don't remember, there was this kind of cake. I don't know if it was sandesh or something like this.
Sweet?
Yes.
Okay. Is it apple pie? No?
No, it
No.
was with cheese.
With cheese. Was it not pizza? No. Okay. So you like it?
Yes.
Tai va, kol jis buvo Gruzijai, jam patiko hačapuriai, gruziniški. Taip, labai skanu. Ir čia sako jam, viskas skanu, viskas patinka ir irgi kažkoks tai matyt pyragas su sūriu jam čia krito į akį. Aš kadangi dabar vėl visą mėnesį ant pieniuko, tai nesilankau virtuvėj ir nepietauju su visais, tai nepastebėjau, nemačiau, ką jie ten valgė, bet jam viskas tinka, jam labai skanu, jam patinka. Tai va, jeigu jau prancūzui mes įtinkame su savo meniu, tai galite nebejot, kad mes čia vienuolyne gyvename neblogai. So, in conclusion, what you would wish to our audience?
Oh, what I will wish.
Yeah.
Chant Hare Krishna and be happy.
Tai va, jis visus jūs laimina, kartokite, dainuokite šventus Krišnos vardus ir būkite laimingi. And in French, how you would say, chant Hare Krishna, be happy?
How do I say chant?
Sing. Sing.
It's not singing, it's like more recite.
Okay.
Or something like chanting.
Okay. But the saying, how would sound in French?
Récite Hare Krishna et sois heureux.
It's well. And something else you would like to add?
I wish you to go deep in this philosophy and to understand it nicely because it's very enlightening.
Tai va, linkiu jums pasinerti šitą filosofiją, nes labai yra, na, švietėjiška arba nušviečianti. Ir linkiu jums viso ko geriausio. Hare Krishna?
Hare Krishna.
Ačiū jums labai. Tai va, šiandien toks ekspromptinis nedidelis interviu su Paul
Frimo.
Paul Frimo. Hare Krishna. Ačiū jums labai. Ai, ir tiesa, dar mūsų dievybės parodysim. Dievybės altorių tą pačią progą. Va, štai taip atrodo mūsų Rada Govinda. Dievybės, apie kurias mes karts nuo karto aš jums užsimenu. Ir įvardyju, apačioj ten yra šalagrama šila, toks ypatingas akmenukas. Paskui čia Govardanas yra, Govardano akmenukas irgi, Govardano kalno atstovas. Ir turime dar Gauranitai. Pilnas jų vardas yra Nartana Prienitai, Natvara Gaura. Šitų dievybių. Nartana Prienitai, Natvara Gaura. Tai va, ačiū jums labai. Buvo malonu ir padėkojam Paul.
Hare Krishna.